ABP adopt a policy of promptly publishing the names of the producers and organizations that request the checkoff back. Zone 3.
Zone 3, Lord Hoover.
Brian Thiessen, Zone 3.
And the secretary. Brian Edge. Thank you, Brian.
For ABP to be truly democratic, it must also be transparent. Producers have the right to know who is committed to the organization and who is not. At fall meetings, when individuals run to become a delegate to ABP, producers should know whether that individual has pulled their check off before they cast their vote. They should also know when a motion is being made at these meetings, how committed is the individual making the motion to the ABP organization. When producers are applying for research funding, it should be known that producer has pulled their check off. ABP has made a great first step by asking directors to declare if they have pulled their funding, but I believe that we need to go further to ensure the integrity of this organization by listing the names of the people that have requested their check.
Thank you, Brian. The secretary here to speak for the motion. Secretary waves. Anybody speaking against the motion?
John MacArthur, Zone 9.
John? Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking against this, I'll make it known right now. I've got my requested my check off back, but also you have lots of people have requested the check off back because it's how you indicate to ABP that you're not quite satisfied with their services to you as a meat producer. And also it's a privacy issue, but other than that, I think that I'll make it public that I requested my check for that. I come here as a delegate to try and make it better, but I also think that you should respect the fact that if I don't agree with you, I have that right. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, John. I'll take that as opposition, and the debate is now open. Anybody speaking for or against the motion?
Gene Brown, Zone 7. I commend John for publicly stating that he's asked for his check off back. But I think that supports the motion that anybody that's taking their check off back to make a statement wouldn't have a problem in having their name made public.
Thank you, Gene. Roll.
Yeah, roll tide, Zone 9. There's a couple, three things here. But number one is we have some producers in the province who do not take their check off back, and they do not want it to be published that they don't. By doing the reverse, we automatically list them. If you list the people who do take their check off back, you're automatically listing the ones who don't. So they have that privacy issue as well. And they have requested, some of them have requested that we don't do that. So I think we have to look at that. The other thing is that, I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you, Roll. I'll take that as opposition to the motion. Any other discussion on the motion? Bob.
Bob, Zone 2, and I'm speaking against this motion. I see absolutely no benefit in publishing names.
I will ask you to dance also. I don't know how much I would clap. Any other debate on the motion, for or against? Charlie.
Charlie Christie, Zone 5. I'm going to speak quasi against the motion. I don't know if that's politically correct. Well, it's against the motion. You know, at our zone meeting, at the very first zone meeting, we had a question come up about what the procedure was. Can someone who takes the check off back run for a delegate? And how do we know? And I said, ask them. If you want to know if someone took their check off back, ask them. I mean, it takes care of everything I mean, they don't have to tell you, or they can, but I have trouble with, for the same reasons that, already mentioned, publishing names.
Thank you, Charlie. Any further debate? Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck here, not the big Chuck, the other one, the old one. This here is a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but at the Stampede last year, the guy that takes the checkoff dollars back had a display on. He came over and asked me to get a case of cutting charts. So I said, sure. So he got a young guy to carry it over, put it in his booth, and he's having a whale of a time with his cutting charts selling meat. I went over and I says, you get your checkoff back? And I know he did. I didn't see the list, but I just knew he did. He said, yeah, I take checkoff back. I said, well, I'm going to take my books back. And he starts laughing at me. And he said, what if I just take half my checkoff back? Then I'm only going to take half my books back. So there's a guy that was using a full advantage of what we got and what we do. And he still says he takes his checkoff back. No, I really do think if you take your checkoff back, stand up and say so. Just like this other guy said. He take it off and it's not on my side. So yeah, I believe that we should at least know if we're going to start passing out supplies and stuff that cost us money.
Thank you, Chuck. John?
I have to speak for the motion. You're either a supporter of ABP or you're not. There's no sitting on the fence. If you stand in the middle of the road, you can get run over both ways. And we're all here at the expense of ABP. And I know I commend John for standing up, but there's a number of people in this room here today as delegates and on committees that have requested their checkoff back. And I don't believe that is right. And I have not taken any of my checkoff back and don't intend to.
Well, this isn't a case of true confessions, but thank you for your comments. Do I hear any further debate on the motion? Seeing none, would the mover care to close?
To resolve a couple of the questions, first one with regards to John. John is here on behalf of the producers in his area, and he is representing those producers. Those producers deserve the right to know whether John is contributing to this organization or not. Secondly, people that don't want their names to be shown are worried that they will be found out that they are contributing to ABP. All they have to do is pull back $1. They can still contribute to ABP, but have their names listed showing that they aren't contributors if that's what they're very concerned about. After that, I guess I close.
Thank you. Would the secretary care to close? Secretary Waves. Question will be called. Read the resolution, please.
Be it resolved that ABP adopt a policy of promptly publishing the names of the producers and organizations that request their checkoff back. Zone 3.
All those in favor of the resolution, please raise your hand. All those opposed to the resolution.